Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today we're going to do a full face of e.l.f. makeup. The good, the bad, the ugly, the new, because I have their new setting spray. This is their Power Grip setting spray that I couldn't wait to try out. They have a reformulated matte blush that we're going to be trying out today and just a whole bunch of other e.l.f. goodies. I placed a little mini e.l.f. haul and everything arrived. Here is Sister to welcome everybody, but everything arrived a few days ago. I cannot wait for that e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. If it is your first time here on my channel, let me just say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff. I love trying out new makeup, especially affordable makeup. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, all that good stuff. If that sounds great to you, it sounds good to Sister, let me invite you to become part of our makeup family. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button, hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you are a fan of e.l.f., a big fan just the way I am, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up before you go. And as usual, everything will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those things might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping, I thank you guys so much for supporting me and my channel. Even did a little bit of e.l.f. skincare this morning. I went in with one of their moisturizers and of course their sun touchable sunscreen. So that's why I have a glow to my complexion going on. Let's get started with today's video. If y'all want to see this full face of e.l.f. transformation, keep on watching. All right, so we're going to go in first with one of my favorites from e.l.f., and this is their e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, which is now the older sister to the new e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Mist. That's what it looks like. And with this one, you warm it up in your fingertips, and you're going to want to let it sit for at least 1 minute on the complexion, just so that it could really form that tacky base and really press it into the areas where you need your makeup to grip the most. For me, it's right here around my mouth. It's right here on my nose where I'm very oily, and it's up here on my forehead, which is also one of the oilier areas on my face. Now, for foundation. There is not a single foundation right now from e.l.f. that I currently love and would feel comfortable recommending to you guys, with the exception of the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. So we're going to be using some of this today, but I want to try something today. I picked up, like I told you, I picked up one of the new matte primer infused blushes. I don't know if that's a reformulation or that's a new product altogether, because I know I remember seeing those blushes around. I also picked up the repackaged, perhaps also reformulated e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I used to hate this back in the day when it was initially released. Like, it looked terrible on my skin. But what I do have and what I would like to try as foundation are these e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filters. So I think I'm going to do that, but first I'm going to go in with some corrector. I brought out my yellow corrector, my peach corrector, and I think I even brought out the green corrector. And also, I could have sworn that I ordered an e.l.f. bronzer, but I didn't, at least not a powder bronzer. So for powder bronzer, I'm going to have to go in with this one from Shop Miss A. Also super affordable. So let's see, let's do this first. For the under eye area, I'm going to use the yellow concealer. This is the Camo Color Corrector. And I'm just going to do a little bit here. And this will help neutralize any of the darkness. And I'm just going to use my fingertip to press that into the eye area, or the under eye area, I should say. Now we're not done yet. I'm going to go in with the green one. I'm going to do this around my nose because my nose is the reddest portion. So the green will neutralize the red. I guess I'll do a little bit on my chin right there. I'm just going to use my Rare Beauty concealer brush to blend this out. The green can show a little bit just because it's going to be covered by those glow filters. You just want to neutralize the redness as much as possible. Now for the peach, The peach can camouflage any darkness that you have, which I really don't have any darkness, but I'm going to add a little bit of peach right here where I have old acne scars and minor discoloration. Also like right here where I tend to get a little bit of a shadow. Just like that. I cleaned off that Rare Beauty concealer brush just to press this in right in this area. You don't want the color to fully go away because you want it to keep doing what it's supposed to, which is just neutralize that area. And so it looks a little weird now, but trust the process. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go in with one of the darkest shades that I have in this e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. This one is shade 6, and I'm going to give this a good shake. And I'm going to start, we're going to do, I guess, an underpainting when you start with like your contour cream products and then like your concealer before you apply foundation. But in this case, we're not really going to apply foundation, just the powder foundation. So I'm going to do this up here. This is primarily where I bronze and contour. And I also do a little bit on my nose. Now I'm using my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush to blend that out. Okay guys, I look I look super funny. This should be the thumbnail, right? You know what? Maybe it should be the thumbnail. Like, ooh, what is going on there? But trust the process here. This is underpainting. This is underpainting. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This shade is shade 1. Yeah, this one is shade 1. I have a review, I have a video over these. This is my most watched video where I am demonstrating how to use the initial 6 or 7 colors that had come out. And I think it has like 75,000 views. And I'm putting this where I would put lighter, like a concealer and stuff. And I'm still gonna use a concealer, but this is just gonna be like a base under it. So just gonna kind of put it right here. That video has done so well. I just left somebody left a comment the other day, like this morning or yesterday. Oh, that's another thing. You know what? I'm careful on my nose, but I'm gonna cover it with powder, so I think it should be good. Somebody just left a comment and I responded the other day. So yeah, that video has been up for like 2 years, maybe going on 3. Wow. I'm going to take this new sculpting sponge that e.l.f. recently released. Feels very good. e.l.f. has really good sponges. And I'm just going to start making this look normal. Cross your fingers. I don't look like a hot mess anymore. You know, I didn't do any right here on the sides of my cheeks. The bronzer, but I'm going to do it right now. But look at that glow it's giving up there on the forehead. Let me get, I thought I brought, there's a shade I have that's a shade lighter than this, but oh well, I didn't bring it. So I'm just going to do like 2 little dots right there. And I'm going to go in with the same brush. That looks good. And then I will clean it up with, is this the lightest shade? It's kind of hard to see the shades on the bottom. I think so. We'll just go in with this one. There. Let me know if you guys have these Halo Glow liquid filters. What has your experience been? Because I think these were actually a really good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless filter. I don't think that the ones they released last year, the contour ones, beauty ones, I don't think those were that great of a dupe, but to each their own on those. And I have a full review over those as well. I was just expecting a little bit better than what I got. So we are so glowy, aren't we? We're not done yet. Well, I think with the glow, well, no, we're not done with the glow either. Oh my goodness. I hope this is not going to be a train wreck. It shouldn't be. We'll get the reins, get control of the reins together. Next, I'm going to go in with a concealer I really enjoy from e.l.f. And this is their first 16-hour camo concealer. The shade that I have in this one is shade, I believe it's Fair Warm. And so we're going to do a little bit of this there, a little bit here, right here, because this is a mattifying concealer. And so I want these areas to be matte. The rest of the complexion can glow, but this area needs to stay matte. I'm just going to use the sponge. I'm using this side of the sponge that I haven't used yet. The foundations that e.l.f. has come out with, I feel, have been more dupes for IT Cosmetics. And I haven't found one yet that I really enjoy. And they released another one earlier this year, and I did a wear test over it, and I did not like it. I actually liked the first version better, which I still have, but just chose not to use for today's video because I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I would rather go through all of this added trouble than to use that one and it not look the way I want it to look. Look at that. That complexion is looking really good. And all we've really used are the glow filters and a little bit of concealer. So, hooray. Yay for e.l.f. Okay, I think we are officially done with the cream products. So now what I'm really excited about is this new e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Shockingly Fine Mist Major Makeup Grip. 2.7 fluid ounces of product. I want to say this was between $10 and $12. I got mine straight from the e.l.f. website, but it is available already on the Ulta website. Not too sure if it is available in store. Let's prime it. Ooh, that is super fine. I smell something. Okay, it just smells like a makeup scent. Ooh, I want more. Power Grip. Okay. I like to do my cream products first and then do the setting spray and then go in with powder afterwards, but we'll see. And I'm gonna touch up the bronzer. I know it kind of looks like it's getting into my hair a little bit, but I'm gonna touch up all of this with the powder bronzer just to bring everything back to life. But I am really liking the complexion right now. Okay, so I have this. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. This one is in the shade Fair 150C. So I bought these little 3-pack of triangular e.l.f. makeup sponges. So I'm gonna use this to actually set the under eye area, which is something I typically don't do when it comes to powder foundation. I just feel like it's a little too heavy, but wow, that looks really smooth. Maybe this will be a game changer. I'm going to use this to set the T-zone as well. That's looking so smooth. I'll have to take a closer look in a second. That looks like something that's gonna stay on all day. Oh wow, that does look good. That looks real good actually. Oh wow. Okay, I'm so excited. Okay, so since I used to have, I guess it didn't survive the last declutter. Water break, please. This one right here is what we're gonna go in with. Very super affordable from Shop Miss A. Lightweight matte finish. and I don't think it has a shade name on it. So I'm going to grab my BK Beauty 107 and just bring back some of that bronzer up here on the forehead. All right, I think that is looking really good. Now we're gonna go into the new blush. The shade I picked up is Always Rosy. Here we go. There's a close-up look of the shade. I'm gonna use my little Wet n Wild brush to start applying. I was never really a big fan of these blushes when they initially were released. They've been out for quite some time, so I'm assuming this is a reformulation. If not, it's just a matte version, but I always felt like the other ones were matte. Maybe some of them had a sheen to them, but I mean, this is looking really nice. This is looking really natural and pretty. I did tell you guys I was going to try and do more natural blush this year. Don't know if I'm really accomplishing that just because so many fun colors have come out, but I love blush. Like blush, 2024 is the year of the blush for me, at least here in my stash. Sister is sitting on my lap like a good baby kitten. She's not all over the place like she was. She wakes me up at 4 in the morning sometimes to play, but I get up, go to the kitchen, give her her treat, and then I go back to bed. But this weekend, we've been able to kind of wake up a little bit later. I usually wake up for work between 6:30, 6:45. So she kind of knows that's my schedule already, but for some reason she needs me up a little sooner. So we gotta we gotta try and balance ourselves when it comes to that. All right, guys, I'm loving the way the complexion is looking. Now I'm gonna go in with a golden oldie highlighter that I have here in my basket from e.l.f. and it is this one right here. This one, does it even have a name? It's called White Gold, and this is it right here. And I remember when it came out, so many people trashed this highlighter saying it wasn't pigmented, it wasn't good, it wasn't blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to use my Shop Miss A F19 brush because for me, it has always worked beautifully. Look at that. Beautiful pale gold highlighter. Put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. I did pick up a new e.l.f. lipstick. They have not come out with any new eyeshadow palettes. If not, I most definitely would have picked it up. So we're going to have to use a golden oldie. But this is what the complexion is looking like. Should we give it another spritz with a power grip? Let's try. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, we haven't used the finishing powder over here. We definitely need to do that, but I need to peel off the sticker first, so let me take care of that. All right, so I poured some in the cap, and I'm going to use my Lunar Beauty number 6 brush, tap that off quite a bit, and I'm just going to apply towards the perimeter, kind of keeping it up here towards the bronzer, staying away from my nose. But this is just going to give it that diffused look, kind of like what the airbrush powders do, which I love. But yeah, there we go. Hopefully this one works out better. I would not use this to set the under eye area because the glow particles will accentuate texture, but most definitely as a finishing powder, I think this could be something really special. I'm going to pop off camera and take care of the brows, and then I'll come back. We'll put on a lipstick together and we'll start creating an eye look. Okay guys, so eyebrows are on and I use this one from e.l.f. I got this not too long ago. This is their Instant Lift Waterproof Brow Pencil. Not one of my favorites. I also use a NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I don't know that e.l.f. has a brow pen. I know they have, yeah, I'm not liking the color of my brows. They're a little too dark. They're not matching my hair color, but Oh well, we're gonna go with it for today. But this is new. Let's move on to lips because this is new. This is the e.l.f. Pout Clout Lip Plumping Pen. And the shade that I picked up is the shade Toasted. So it's kind of like the Tarte ones. Let's see, get it up. There we go. Oh, a very neutral shade. It feels exactly like those. NYX has one and I have it floating around up here and I think it's almost the same exact color. I have a feeling these are cheaper than the NYX one and these are definitely cheaper than the Tarte ones. And they have different colors available. Well, there we go. I like it. I don't think it's gonna stay on. I have lunch on the way to me right now, but I like the color. Okay, so for eyeshadow palettes, I'm a little stuck. I pulled out some bite-sized palettes. They're not necessarily my favorite. Like some are better than others. They're hit or miss, but they are in stock. I also picked out a palette that I really like that unfortunately is no longer in stock, and it is this one right here. And then I picked out two more palettes. This was when they collaborated with Jen Atkin. I thought these palettes were stunning, absolutely gorgeous. But again, you can't get them. So I don't know how you all would feel about me creating looks with stuff that's not even available. I use my Profusion eyeshadow primer. So I think I'm just going to stick to the bite-sized palettes because I know that these are in stock. This is more of like a pinky tone, cool toned, but I think I'm kind of leaning maybe a little more towards these. I pulled out this one even though there has, did it break? No, it didn't break. Even though it has like a little reddish, but I thought we could combine both of these. This one over here, this reddish toned, this one is the Berry Bad. And then this neutral one over here, which you cannot go wrong with this one. This is I Love You a Latte. So I think I'm going to go in first with I Love You a Latte. Is that what I'm going to do? Let me see. I might even pull in this one over here. This one is Rose Water. This is a really pretty one. But actually, I think I'm going to start with Berry Bad, and I'm going to go in with this shade first. I'm going to use my Sigma E25 to blend that out. And we're just going to start in the crease and see how this goes. I don't know that I want this to take on a full berry toned look. I kind of want to do a little something more neutral, but at least I can have this little bit up here maybe be the peak of color. We'll see. I just want it to blend in well with the lip color. I think it'll blend in well with the blush, but the lip color is a little bit more browny neutral. Now I'm going to go in with the neutral palette, and I'm going to go in with a darker brown shade on a Sigma E24. Ooh, that looks nice. Very pigmented. I haven't reached for these palettes in quite some time, but it's nice to see that they've been aging well in my stash. I mean, these are just quick little on-the-go palettes that you can travel with or just keep in your desk drawer for when you need to touch up your makeup. And maybe you're going somewhere after work, maybe you have a luncheon or anything like that during the day. Always a good idea to keep one or two handy because look at that pigment. That is really good. All right, now I'm going to go back in with the first shade I use just to do some added bit of blending and make sure we don't lose that little light pinky berry toned completely. Because that dark brown took over big time. I love it. Okay, so now that we got the mattes down, there aren't any shimmers in the neutral palette over here. And then in this berry one, we're getting these two deeper tones. So this is where I thought I would go into the Rose Water palette and maybe just use this one right here on the end. I'm going to try using the new Power Grip setting mist for this when I spray the shimmers. This is a Luxie brush, the Luxie 245. Ooh, that looks cute. All right, guys, I am really liking the way this has turned out. I think what I'm going to do is for the lower lash line, man, this will really make it like a berry toned look, but I think we're already pretty much there. I'm going to go in with this shade over here in the Berry Bad palette. Let me get a small little blending brush for it. Use this B3 from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. Now I'm going to clean off that brush and I'm going to go back into the I Love You a Latte palette and pick up this bone color shade. I'm going to add a little bit right in here to the inner corner, and I'm also going to add a little bit to the brow bone. Okay guys, I think this look is just missing eyeliner and mascara, which I will take care of off camera, but I'm loving the way the look turned out. I'm going to use the latest mascara from e.l.f. and this is their Lash Extender mascara. I believe this is the Tubing mascara if I'm not mistaken, and I have been enjoying it. And then I'm going to come back with fixed hair. I don't know what I'm going to do to it, but I will be right back to show you this completed look, full face of e.l.f. new and well-loved and maybe not so loved makeup. Okay guys, so here is the completed look. I'm loving the way the complexion turned out. I just used an LA Girl liquid eyeliner since I didn't have one from e.l.f. I used that for the top lash line, and I used a dark gray eyeliner from Essence on the lower waterline. And this is the look. I love the complexion, how like blurred and soft and just a soft glow radiance that it has to it. Like, it still looks matte, but it looks just so airbrushed, and there's no special filter on this camera. If there is, I have no idea how to turn it on, but I am so impressed with how this face of makeup looks. This right here was the reason for the haul. This is the new e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. Shockingly fine mist. It does have a very fine mist. So I'm going to record another video today. I'm going to go about my day and I'm going to just, you know, see how it wears. I don't think I'm going to add like a wear test at the end, but I just wanted to show you guys I am in love with the way my complexion is looking. I think if you have not tried this yet, you definitely need to pick up a couple bottles of these e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filters. These are fantastic. It comes in glass packaging. And then use some of the color correctors. These are super inexpensive. Green covers redness, peach covers darkness, yellow can also cover darkness. You saw me use the yellow one under the eye area. And then use a little bit of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I like the first one, the mattifying one, more so than I do the hydrating one, but I do think that they both work out well. And I used my favorite foundation from e.l.f., which is their Camo Powder Foundation, to set everything, including the under eye area. And look at how blurred and flawless that under eye area looks. Not bad at all. I am still crossing my fingers that this e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder continues to work for me. This is not something that I would use to set the under eye area or the T-zone. This is just a light dusting on the perimeter of the face, kind of avoiding that T-zone area and under eye area. Under eye area I avoid because I don't want it to accentuate texture. T-zone I kind of avoid, especially my nose, because I don't want to emphasize the glow. But other than that, I would say the new matte blush right here, this one is in the shade Always Rosy, looks very nice with my old e.l.f. highlighter that I paired it with. And this feels so juicy and yummy, and there's like a little tingling sensation. This is their new Clout Lip Plumping Pen. I really enjoyed this entire haul. It was nice to bring back some older things like the bite-sized palettes that I hadn't used in a while, and that highlighter. And of course, I always love e.l.f. Tools, sponges, brushes, puffs, you name it. I am giving this e.l.f. haul and makeup look 2 big thumbs up. Let me know what you thought of today's look. What are some of your ride or die e.l.f. makeup products? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.